Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing a comparison. It's two blushes that I absolutely love. One is new, one is not new. I thought it would be fun to compare the two, see how they're similar, see how they're different, and just give you some thoughts and let you know which one I think is more worth the money. So today's blushes we're comparing are gonna be the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush and the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick. Charlotte Tilbury is brand new. NARS has been around forever and it is a favorite of mine, so I really wanted to compare the two with each other because I'm obsessed with both. So it's gonna be a fun one. Before we get started though, as usual, please stop what you're doing very quickly, give the video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. Do not miss out on 3 videos a week. Please subscribe, but if you want to see me compare these two, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alrighty guys. Like always, I'm just going to touch on some of the details with these two products on Sephora, which is where I got both, and then we are going to try the two out, one on one side of my face, one on the other side of my face, and then we'll compare what we like about both, what we don't like about both, and then which one is more worth it based off of what I'm seeing. So the first one I have pulled up is Charlotte Tilbury. Again, it's the Unreal Lip and Cheek Glow Blush Stick. Has hyaluronic acid, which we love. It goes for $42, so it's up there in price for sure. You get 6 different shades to choose from, 0.31 ounces in the actual product. And then I have the shade Rosy Glow, which is a warm rosy pink. It is beautiful, by the way, you will see. Some of the highlights: it's vegan, cruelty-free, hydrating, it's a stick formula, it's a radiant finish, has hyaluronic acid in it. It's an ultra hydrating luminous blush with buildable and blendable color that lasts up to 8 hours on cheeks and lips. It's supercharged with skincare ingredients that hydrate and visibly plump while delivering long-lasting color for a buttery smooth application. It's an easy-to-use formula, has microfine pearlescent pigments that give you like a glazed sheen and luminous pop of color on the cheeks and lips. And then NARS, it's the Afterglow Liquid Blush that we all know and love so much. This is $32, so it's definitely less than the Charlotte Tilbury. You get 0.23 ounces in here, so a little bit less than you get in the Charlotte Tilbury. And then I have this in the iconic Orgasm shade. It is NARS's, I would say, most known blush shade. And you get 8 different shades to choose from, so there's a little bit more of a color variety with NARS than there is with Charlotte Tilbury. But again, Charlotte Tilbury is brand new, or at least this product specifically is. And then some of the highlights here: it's a light coverage, it's hydrating, hyaluronic acid, collagen, natural finish, liquid formula. So they are a different formulation, which you'll see. NARS obviously is a liquid, Charlotte Tilbury is a stick. So obviously application will be a little bit different. It says a lightweight skincare infused liquid blush that delivers a buildable rush of color with 8-hour hydration. So they both claim to be long wearing, both claim to be very buildable, which I also love. And then it says, indulge in a rush of color loaded with hydrating skincare benefits. Create a lasting, natural looking glow with a buildable, transfer resistant formula that layers and blends without streaking. Infused with sodium hyaluronate for 8-hour hydration for healthy looking skin. So again, I love that both of them highlight the skincare aspect. I feel like that's been such a big thing lately with brands and just products in general, highlighting the skincare part because we want to take care of our skin while looking good. So we'll take what we can get, right? So both sound really, really amazing. Obviously both have things about them that just make me like so excited. So packaging wise, both very, very unique. I love both packagings. I don't know, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury does have a little more attention to detail, but they're similar, I would say, in their packaging. So I don't have a winner here. Like, I love both. I look at them both and I don't necessarily think I like one more than the other. They're both drawing my attention a lot. Obviously packaging is not the most important thing at the end of the day, but both are just stunning. And then here's what Charlotte Tilbury looks like on the inside. So obviously you just twist the cap up and the product pushes up so you can disperse it. So I'm gonna swatch both on the back of my hand. Charlotte Tilbury is so pigmented, you guys. they're not as similar in color as I thought they were gonna be. So here's Charlotte Tilbury on my right and NARS on my left here. So I would say both are extremely glowy. Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit more of, not a cool tone because it's still like a rosy, like warmer toned pink, but NARS definitely has more of that like peachy pinky aspect to it. Both are stunning though. Obviously formulation is different. Both are very pigmented. Charlotte Tilbury looks a little bit more pigmented from what I could see, which was to be expected, but both stunning, both so glowy and just beautiful. So all that's left to do is apply it to my face. I'm going to do NARS on the left side of my face, Charlotte Tilbury on the right side of my face. I'm going to blend them in with a brush like I always do. I'll show you guys what they're looking like on both sides, and then I'll let you know which one I think is more worth it. So let's get started. Okay guys, I'm back. Here are both sides. Here is Charlotte Tilbury on my right, glowy, and here is NARS on my left, stunning. I'm so torn. I seriously thought it was going to be so much easier to determine just what I like, what I don't about both sides, and I feel like I'm struggling at the moment. Like, I was just sitting here staring at myself in the mirror for a lot longer than I would like to admit, because I was like, oh my gosh, like what do I not like about either one? I love how both of them look so much. I've been using this NARS one for a very, very long time now. Charlotte Tilbury I just started using, but I've been using it like crazy since trying it, and both are just so stunning. Both last all day long. Like, you don't have to worry about your blush budging, even if you're doing like liquids and creams only. They're not like easy to slip around, which I love. So both last a long, long time throughout the day. Both so easy to blend. I feel like for NARS being a liquid and Charlotte Tilbury being a stick, I would have expected Charlotte Tilbury to be a lot harder to blend in, but it blended so nicely, so smoothly. I will say I feel like with Charlotte Tilbury there was a little bit more control. Like, it was very easy to blend, but it was more easy to like strategically place it. Like, it was still like kind of molding to where I wanted it to be, if that makes sense, versus NARS is a liquid, so anywhere I would like pat the brush, it was like moving with it in a good way. But I feel like with the Charlotte Tilbury there was just a teensy bit more control. As far as my pores go, they're both doing the exact same thing. Like, I feel like my pores look pretty good on both sides. The color of both, when you actually put them on your face, I feel like is a lot more similar than I would have expected. They don't look drastically different from each other, which I also love because I love both colors. Both have this beautiful luminosity to them. I feel like with both of these, I would not necessarily need a highlighter on top because they're both giving me that glow on their own. Both work beautifully with the makeup products underneath them. Nothing like slipped around, nothing really like moved the way I didn't want it to. I feel like on both sides it melted right in with the products underneath without taking away from what's underneath. The only other thing I would say is that Charlotte Tilbury is slightly more pigmented than NARS. I feel like although the colors look very, very similar, I feel like it's just like slightly more intense on the Charlotte Tilbury side than on the NARS side. So for all of those reasons, I guess I'm gonna have to say Charlotte Tilbury might be my winner. I'm honestly surprised because I feel like sometimes with NARS products, especially the NARS Orgasm Blush line, it's very hard to beat for me because this is like a ride or die product for me. But Charlotte Tilbury does it again, of course, and this is just such a good product. Like, you really get your money's worth. It's so pigmented, you really only need like one little swipe. So even though it's more expensive, I feel like this product is going to go a longer way than the NARS one might, and it just looks so stunning every time. So I'm gonna have to say Charlotte Tilbury. But do not be fooled, I'm still going to be using my NARS blush like it is my full-time job. I love this. I will repurchase every time I run out. I just love this product so much. But you may see Charlotte Tilbury a little bit more often as far as me using it because I am just obsessed. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. comment and let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on like what you like, what you don't, what you see versus what I didn't, I guess. Let me know which one you like more, and just let me know what else you want to see from me. Just give me some ideas on what you want from me on this channel. Pretty please and thank you. But that's it. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.